All right, y'all. Kentucky Derby's moving up on us. We got the Ellis Park Derby coming through on Sunday. As a reminder, for those of you that didn't know, we got the Travers tomorrow, Saturday. Check out my video on that one if you got a chance. Ellis Park Derby, 200,000 on the line here, mile and an eighth. Second to last Derby prep race. So let's get into this one here. Number one, we got Trident Hit. All right, Trident Hit, 'tis now horse. Corey Lannery's riding this horse. He's got a win on him before at 7 furlongs. Last out a mile and 70 yards. Not a good race in that one. This horse definitely, I think, has got his work cut out in this one. Not that this field is that strong, but I just think, Art Collector, we'll get to him. But, I just think he might be a bit outmatched. But we'll have to look and see. I think the pace might be kind of fast in this one, so it might kind of give Trident Hit a little bit of a boost there because he seems to run off the pace. Number two, Anudor. Medaglia d'Oro horse, well bred here. Got his grandfather's Tappet and El Prado there, so that's some decent breeding. Be able to handle this mile and an eighth. Should be able to get some speed going. He's going to come from off the pace, but I think he's going to recover well. The difference is they got Tyler Bays riding him. Hasn't won on this horse before. Horse has kind of been misfiring last few outs. Santa Anita Derby, 5 lengths off. Arkansas Derby, 9 lengths off. Risen Star, 12 lengths off. And that was with Rosario, Espinoza, they said J.J. Hernandez. So it's been spread around. He's just hasn't really done too much. They had him entered out in Los Alamitos, but they moved him up here to Ellis Park. Probably think this is probably an easier field, which it is. So we'll see what Anudor's got. Another one going to be coming off the pace. So he's going to be looking for a fast pace and looking to recover. Number 3, Sprawl, City Zip horse. He's got Awesome again on the other side. So decent breeding here. Just not too much speed once again. His last out was the dreadfully slow Ohio Derby, which is running 151 in 3. He's 5 lengths off of that with Paco Lopez riding him. Now, they got Julian Leperot riding him now. I don't know if that's really an upgrade. The horse has been ridden by Rosario. Rosario rode him mile and 1/16 to win an allowance race. 143 in that one. Velasquez rode him before there. Can't get too excited about Sprawl, though. Once again, going to be coming off the pace. I think that might give him his best advantage is hoping the pace is too fast. Now let's get into what we're really talking about here is the number 4. All right, Art Collector. Now a lot of people aren't very big on this horse. 'Tis the Law, he's riding in Saratoga at the Travers. Obviously, he's a Derby favorite. People were very big on that horse, and rightfully so. He's got, I think, 4 in a row himself, going for 5 there in Saratoga. Yeah, 3 in a row. But anyway, yeah. 'Tis the Law, dominant wins in the Florida Derby, dominant win in the Belmont Stakes. Art Collector hasn't faced as much competition, but his last out, Bluegrass Stakes, mile and an eighth. B.J. Hernandez got him home for the victory. This horse has good breeding. He's out of Bernardini. It's an AP Indy horse. He's got distorted humor on the other side. So a lot of strength in there. Got speed in there as well. So this horse has got good breeding, hasn't faced much competition, like we say. He's probably going to be stalking the pace, so he looks to be in good position. 4 consecutive wins for this one, including that Bluegrass Stakes. 3 optional claimers before that. He did knock off Shared Sense in one of those by 6. So this horse looks good. If someone could beat Tis the Law, we'll see what Tis the Law does tomorrow. But I think Art Collector's a legitimate Derby contender. To be a winner in that race. He's probably going to be the favorite here. I don't think he's got it hands down, but he's the favorite for a reason, obviously, 4 in a row. Number 5, Necker Island, all right, out of Hard Spun. Another horse that didn't show too much speed here. Indiana Derby, Gaffleon ran him in that one. 4th, 9 lengths off. Before that, an optional claimer. 5th, 3 lengths off. Gaffleon was on him there. He ran in the Matt win as well, ran 4th in that one. Only thing to say, he's got a couple of decent workouts recently. Maybe he's coming into form. They got Mitchell Murrow riding him this time. Don't know if that'll make any difference at all. But that's Necker Island there. He's out there. You got to kind of watch these horses. He's probably going to be stalking too, so don't really want to count him out. I don't really think he has too much of a chance to get a win here, though. Number 6, we got Little Menace. All right, an Into Mischief horse. This one is being ridden by Martine Garcia, trained by Stephen Asmussen. Got a win in his last out. Grand Prairie Derby. Stuart Elliott was riding him, so that means he's pretty good, I guess, if he can get a win with Stuart Elliott aboard. Not a fast time, 1:44.3. Before that, he ran a couple 6 furlong races. I don't know if he's really going to be up to go this mile and an eighth with a new jockey. Probably going to be a front runner. He might be the front runner. Hey, we'll see what he's got out there. Asmussen's got multiple horses in this race, so he might try to pull something off. You know how they like to do. Number 7 is Truculent. All right, a horse out of Raising to Taj, an AP Indy horse. Tis now on the other side. Adam Bashiza, the jockey. He's gotten a win on him before at a mile 70 yards. Last out was a mile on turf. Didn't do too well there. 7th place in 4, so they're moving him back to the dirt here. Horse hasn't done too much in his career, but hey, he's out there as well. Like I said, this isn't a very highly contested race, so there's a lot of horses in there that think they can make something happen. This is one of them. Truculent, probably going to be riding pretty close to the front, if not on the front. Decent breeding out of this one, so they're hoping, I guess, that he's going to blossom in this race. Number 8, Yowdy Rate out of Morning Line, a Tisnow horse. Being ridden by Sean Bridgman, another Asmussen horse. Now, he kind of looks on paper to be sort of a front runner. I think they might not take him all the way out to the front because Asmussen's got other ones out there. So you might have Bridgman keep him a little bit off the pace to give him a bit of an advantage. Not sure, but last out, mile and eighth in the Ohio Derby. He was 4th in that one with Luis Contreras riding him. Before that, he ran in the, the Samba Saudi Derby Cup. Over in Saudi Arabia, 4th there. He won his last out before that at a mile. Got that win at a mile, 1:37. Not too bad. Don't know if he's really going to like this mile and eighth either. Like I said, his last out was at Ohio Derby. Slow time in that one. Didn't get it done. 4th place. So next we got Dean Martini, the winner of that race, the Ohio Derby. He came up with the win. You got to give him credit for that, even though the time's not impressive. He's probably going to be closer to the front of the pace in this one. Definitely going to have his work cut out for him running against the likes of Art Collector. Still a decent horse, though. Before that, he ran a mile and eighth, 1:49, more respectable time. James Graham was riding there. He was 2nd in that one in the optional claimer. James Graham's back aboard him for this one. So even though he didn't get a win, at least he showed up in that race. Before that, he got a win by 6 with Rosario aboard, mile and 16th and 1:43. So Dean Martini, decent horse. Like I said, he got that win in the Ohio Derby despite the time. 3 decent workouts, 3 48s in a row. So we'll see what he's got for him. Don't want to count him out. Might hit the board. Don't know if he's going to have enough to win, though. We'll have to see. Number 10, Attachment Rate. Joe Talamo riding this one. He's a hard-spun horse. His grandfather's on his mother's side's a Fleet Alex strong horse, one of my all-time favorites. This horse here, last out mile and eighth in the Bluegrass, beaten by Art Collector, 5th place. All right, so he's definitely going to have to do better. Before that, he ran in the Matt Win, 4th place in that one. Johnny Velasquez riding him there. Before that, Luis Chayas took him to a 2nd place in the Unbridled. But, this horse, don't really know, once again, if he's going to be able to get a win. Don't really think so. But, hey, you never know. He may be able to hit the board, though, based on the pace, and Talamo's back on him, looking to get a better ride than he got in his last out. Number 11. A lot of horses in this one. Going to be getting up there like that Derby. But 13 total. Number 11, Winning Impression, a painter horse who's a decent horse out of Indy. Awesome Again. This horse has got Unbridled Song on the other side of the tree. So once again, some decent breeding, no speed. Mile and an eighth last out in that Indiana Derby, 11 lengths off the leader. Got to do better than that. Beaten by Shared Sense in that one. Before that, Arkansas Derby, 9 lengths off in that one. Got to do better once again. Before that, he had a win. Jay Rocco was riding him. Jay Rocco's back aboard him again in this one. So maybe Rocco can get him back into winning form. That was in the slop too. Horse has some good workout times. A couple of 59 breedings, 47 before that. So the horse, he is in decent shape. Maybe Lake Road just screwed up the race. I don't know. Or maybe the competition in the Indiana Arkansas Derby was too much for him. But he's got a jockey he's familiar with. Got a win on him before. Got some good workouts. So I keep an eye on winning impression. All right, number 12, Shared Sense. Street Sense horse. Once again, some strong breeding. Another one out of Bernardini on the broodmare side. So his grandfather's Bernardini and Street Cry. Strong breeding. Decent amount of speed. Decent amount with the distance there. He's definitely bred to be able to win this mile and an eighth. Got Florent Garreau riding him. Experienced jockey. He's got the win on him in that Indiana Derby, which he won by 3. 149 in that one. Definitely got to keep an eye on this one. Shared Sense looks good. Before that, Optional Claimer ran 6, got beaten by Art Collector. So they're going back at it. I'm kind of thinking it might be a little bit more of a rematch here. I don't know if they'll be able to do anything with him with Art Collector. And this time Art Collector beat him by 6 last out. But this horse looks pretty good. You want to keep an eye on Shared Sense. Probably going to be coming off the pace. Going to hope those front runners get tired out, but I do expect them to make a move either way. Now, last but not least, we have Rogue Element. Miguel Mena riding him. He's an honor code horse out of AP Indy. Candy Ride on the other side. So some more decent breeding with these horses. Just not a lot of speed. Once again, last out, mile and 16th in a dismal 144. He's 3 lengths off of that one. Lannery riding him. He lost to Dean Martini before that in the Ohio Derby. You know what I've said about that. 13 lengths off in that terrible race. No speed in this horse. He's definitely going to have to hope, I think, for a pace that's too fast. And it could be too fast. All right, on paper here, I'm looking at Little Menace. I'm looking at Truculent, Rowdy Yates, Dean Martini. I think all these horses are going to come out going for the lead. Now, it's not California. They're not going to go crazy after it, go 44, 45 seconds to open in half. But I do expect it to be a competitive race. I think Art Collector and Necker Island are going to be right up there with that pace. Everybody else is going to be hanging behind. But I expect a 47-second, at least, maybe even drop down in the high 46s for that opening half mile. Art Collector, I expect him to move in honest time. Probably going to go up to that lead, probably about 3/4. I expect him to get the lead. I expect Art Collector to kind of cruise home with this one. Shared Sense, I think, is going to run him down. Somewhat of a replay of that Optional Claimer, but I do think Shared Sense will be a little bit closer. I don't think he'll be able to catch Art Collector, though, but I think he'll be a solid second place. I'm looking at winning impressions with Joe Rocco running third there. Winning impressions, like I said, he looks pretty decent on paper. I think these other ones are going to get kind of burned out there. Even though I think they could be decent. I think Dean Martini's going to be a decent horse. He might move a bit too early. I think he's going to run out of gas, though. So I got winning impression there running third. Fourth place, Anudor. Tyler Bay's on him. Not familiar with him. He's a decent horse. So I got him running fourth. I just don't think he's going to be able to keep up with the likes of Art Collector. And I think Shared Sense will have a better position. Florent is more familiar with this horse in that one. We're probably looking at a fast track. Looks like it's going to be some rain earlier in the day, but should be fast by race time. So there we have it. I'll definitely see y'all after the race, and I'm going to be putting out something on that Travers, of course, after that. So I will see y'all after the Travers coming up tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Once again, going with Art Collector here for the win. Shared Sense second, the Ellis Park Derby.